In this video I'm going to show you how to calibrate the 360 SVS cameras on a Mercedes GLE using the Autel Maxisys Ultra. We'll cover what we do, what speed you need, and the one physical check that was causing us hours of problems. So once you're connected to the vehicle, you have to go to Control Unit, Driver Assistance and the SVS Surround View System. Once that's loaded up, we can get into the process of doing the calibration, which is a drive round dynamic process. It does take a while to connect. There we go. So if you go to live data, you can see that the front camera is not calibrated, the rear one's calibrated, and then the left and right ones, that's a start calibration that I didn't finish, and that one is not calibrated. So we need to calibrate 3 of the 4 cameras, which is what we're going to do. Go into special function. It's quicker to do them separately because it does them separate anyway, but in one sequence. So if you get stuck on one, you'll not really get any progress. So I'm going to calibrate them separately. So we're going to do the front end one first. Click yes to start the calibration. Calibration successful, but then you need to do the teaching driving part. It says that they all must be clean, which I've cleaned them with a cloth. And then what happens is you get this on the screen. So you need to be in green all the time. So if I turn the steering not straight, it goes red. So you've got a little bit, you can go left and right a certain amount before it'll go red. So you can go around slight corners, but what you need for it to progress bar to move up and the conditions to be met, then you need both screens to be red. So you need both screens to be green. You need speed to be green and the steering to be green, and then it should progress as long as it's seeing things like lines on the road. So you can see the progress bar is already starting to go up when we set off. It appears the sweet spot might be 18 miles an hour for the side camera. I've got the best progress I've had so far by sticking to 18 miles an hour markings, but it still seems to be working at the right speed. We're so close to completing the right camera now. Have successfully completed the right camera. So if I click continue, we'll now try to do the left camera. I'm hoping it's the same 18 miles an hour. There we go, we have that on. If we stick to the 18 miles an hour, hopefully camera will start to read and get some progress. We have also been driving and it's wet, so what I am going to do is just get out and clean the camera. There was a blob of water on the bottom of the camera, which is obviously going to distort its vision, so that could stop it from being able to calibrate. Yeah, as soon as I've got rid of that blob of water, the progress bar is working. Let's get on to 18 miles an hour again, 19 miles an hour, that kind of area, and it would appear that we are getting some progress again. I've now got a learner driver in front of me, which I'm hoping doesn't cancel out what I'm doing if I have to stop. This is a place where learners come to learn. So I'm kind of in their domain at the minute, which is not ideal for either of us. here, they're probably just going to think I'm following them. Although I've been running around here for the last 15 minutes without them being there. Like I say, I'd prefer to do this in the middle of the night when there's nothing on the road, other than the police stopping me thinking I'm casing out industrial units. I would pretty much have a clear run on the road, but it is very difficult. I'm not even sure where you'd think to do this other than industrial estate, because you need to have the right speed. Pretty much now just about complete on the left camera. We should just about be getting a tick now. Maybe going a little bit too fast there. As soon as I drop back down, I'm hoping that that ticks. It hasn't, and we need to turn again. There we go. We now have a calibration complete. For the left camera, continue. We now need to calibrate the front camera. Right, let's see if we can get this front camera to calibrate. It appears that crawling speed seems to be what it needs. Maybe 8 mile an hour. It's maybe 8 and 18 mile an hour that is the sweet spot for these calibrations. And if I'd have figured that out a while ago, it would have been a lot easier. Although it does seem to keep going back to the start on the front one. Like I say, it has an aftermarket grilling. I'm not sure if that is causing any issue. Yeah, it's come out again. I'm just going to go and clean the front camera. Managed to calibrate both the side ones. I'm hoping we can now get the front one to calibrate. We just don't seem to be getting progress past a certain point. I'm not sure whether the aftermarket grill in the front is causing any issues. It has reset again. Obviously the front camera's slightly skewy and the picture's not straight because of the calibration. Now I've just been to the front of the grill, just pushed on the camera housing to see whether like it'll move or there's any adjustment, and it clicked into place and moved a few mil. So I'm going to try it again because I believe that it wasn't in properly, and that'll be from fitting from the people that fitted the grill before I even bought the vehicle. So I'm hoping that now I've just clicked it in, it may now work. I'm not convinced it will, but it's worth a try because I was just about to give up and set off home. But a couple of mil on the camera will make a massive difference when it's pointing at the floor. Obviously the picture it's picking up from a few mil difference of positioning will be quite large. I'm not convinced it's going to work, but we can at least give it a try, and straight away the progress bar is moving up like it should. So literally all the problems I have been having with this front camera were because it wasn't clicked in position. I am so glad I got out the vehicle and just put my fingers through the grill and pushed on the back of the camera. It was a quite a big movement. It didn't look like it wasn't in place, but obviously it wasn't. As soon as I've clicked it in place, you can see now the progress bar is working as it should. I've just sped up a little bit too much for it to be working. There we go, slowed down a bit more again. I'm absolutely amazed that clicking that camera into position by a millimetre or two has made such a big difference. It explains why I've wasted 4 to 5 hours driving around trying to calibrate the camera. Why didn't I check the camera on the front in the first place? Make sure it was clicked in properly. Because as soon as I've done that, you can see the calibration process is a lot faster. It's actually completing now. We're going to have a fully calibrated system. I'm not going to have any fault codes on the vehicle now, which is what I wanted. It's something that I should have done when I first got the car, but because the system was working, I didn't really think about doing it, and I wish I had. We can now see I should be able to get a complete calibration on this when I just pull out of here. I'm guessing it was resetting itself because the camera wasn't seeing what it should be seeing. We should now be able to complete the calibration. It's going to the end, and there we go, calibration complete. Literally all our cameras are now calibrated, so we click continue, and if we go into the live data, I just want to watch this horse that's in the road. Not something you see every day. So now I can show you on the diagnostic, calibration complete on every camera. That should have sorted his problem. I believe if you press and hold the car button, we should get the cameras up. Yeah, it won't let us because we're moving too fast. If I actually slow down to a really slow speed, there's like a parking speed, they will come on. There we go, and everything is in perfect lines now and perfectly lined up. Job done. You can see everything's lined up on the cameras where we're going forward, everything's in the right position. It's all sorted. So this front camera wasn't clipped in properly, just put the finger behind it like that, pushed it, it clicked into place, and at that point we realised that's what had caused us 4 hours of driving around without being able to sort the calibration, literally because it wasn't clipped in correctly. It's taken us a long time to get the calibration on this. We've now figured it out. It's taken us probably 4 or 5 hours of messing about and trying to figure out what actually was making it so it wouldn't work. Eventually, obviously, clipping the camera in, it's calibrated straight away, so we know now that was the issue. It's something we'll check if we have that issue in the future a lot quicker. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, drop some comments on there if you like. We'd appreciate anybody to subscribe to the channel as well.